Hey, welcome back to the 1.14 beta series playthrough. So far we have a nice little village forming. We've got a bunch of our villagers up to master. We've been trading with them and we basically got the basics of the game down, and now we're gonna put some purpose to this game now. So basically there is one thing from 114 that I'm missing that I really need, and that is bamboo. So this is our goal, is to find some bamboo. I'm gonna try not to use a seed. I don't really like using the seed to find stuff because it's kind of cheaty. And while I don't mind doing it in a lot of places, here I think I'm gonna shy away from using the seed to find all these things. If you didn't know, you could take your seed by typing /seed, and it would come up with a number. You can plug that number into chunkbase.com, and it pretty much tells you the location of everything. But we're gonna do everything the old-fashioned way. So I want to find some bamboo. To get the bamboo and to look for it, because you'll actually find that. Where's my map? I've actually gone and started looking for it, and we've pretty much checked everything on this map, and there are no forests. There's no jungle, so there's no way to find bamboo. So we're going to have to search farther out. And to search farther out, what I'd like to do is get an elytra. So we'll get an elytra, and to get an elytra, we're going to have to go to the end. And to go to the end, we're going to have to find a stronghold. And to find a stronghold, we need to get some ender pearls. And to get some ender pearls, what we're going to do is we're going to make a little bit of a makeshift nether E-man farm above the bedrock. Now, this is not anything that's you'll probably see people make. It's just going to be a makeshift thing. It'll probably look very similar to one of the gold farm designs that you may have seen on YouTube. But for this purpose, it's going to be like a trimmed down version of that, where our purpose is to find and kill Endermen. And to do that, the first thing we need to do is link our portal. So, the reason why we need to link our portal is when we made our portal over here, when we go in it, we end up to the portal over at our old base, and then when we come back, we end up back at the old base, and we don't want to do that. We want it to come back to this base. So hey there, Mr. Husk, how you doing? So to do that, we need to link the portal here. Now if you've never linked the portal, basically all we're going to need is we're going to need 10 obsidian and then something to light it. The other thing we're going to need is we're going to need our coordinates. If you look at the top left there, we have our XYZ coordinates. So our X coordinate is, actually let's get close to the portal. Although that would be pretty close, but so we have 760, we'll round it to 769, and then 72 is Y, which we don't really care about, we can ignore that, and then our Z is 1163. So what we need to do is we're going to need to find the corresponding nether coordinates for that. Now to do that is actually extremely simple. All you need to do is take those coordinates, divide it by 8, and that will be your nether coordinates. Oh, by the way, I have changed my skin. I was looking and I noticed my skin wasn't coming through in the previous episode, so what do you think? I'm Keith's dad and I wear a robe. This is my house robe that I wear around, and I designed this. I'm pretty proud of it. Don't say it looks Christmassy. Anyway, we'll get back to it. So let's go through the portal. Here we are. And if you're familiar with this, we are basically at the same portal we've always been at. If I go back in, here, if we go back in, you'll see we have instantly teleported back to the first base that we had, the first little village. And we don't want to do that. So we got our coordinates. It was 769, 72, and negative 1163. So let me do some quick math. I'm not going to do some math on camera here. And I'm going to get the coordinates and I'll put them on screen and we will go find them. Give me 1 second. Alright, so I did the calculations, and where we need to go is we need to go to 96, 72, 1163. So let's see which way we need to go for that. We're going to need to go a whole lot east. So we'll end up making a path here in a minute after we've made our portal, and make an easy path from one portal to the other, because I always really like to do that. So we're going to go with the Y first, and we're actually going to be going this way for the most part. We're going to 96. Oh, there we go. And then 145. So we're gonna need some blocks. Right here. And then 145, so we just need to go like 10 blocks this way. I'm actually going to, let's go up here. There we go. One 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. All right, so that's 47, so we want it there. So we're actually gonna bring this out a little bit. There we go. 1, 2. There we go. And we're going to break these two. That's where our obsidian is going to go. And what we're going to do is we're going to block this part off. Now that we know where we are, we don't need the coordinates. Let's make a bit of a path here. A little bit, just so it'll make it easy. There. I got a couple more. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to block up this area. There we go. And let's get our portal in. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Light it up. And we should be back at our desert base. Bingo! And it looks like Mr. Husk was waiting for us the whole time. Yes, we missed you too. We missed you too. I'm not too worried about you. You're outside the gate. But we are back home. And now if we go back in, we'll end up at that portal. Here we are. Alright, so that knocks one off of our list. Let's see what else we can knock off our list. Alright, and we were successful in linking our desert portal. We marked that off as complete. The next thing we need to do is we need to make the nether E-man farm, the Enderman farm, above the bedrock. Now, I did forget a step that is in between, is we have to get above the bedrock. And to do that, what we're going to do, and well, actually even to make the farm itself, we're going to need some materials. And I have a chest here filled with the materials, and what we're going to do is we're going to get some netherrack. Just any blocks work. I just chose netherrack because it's easy to mine. But you can use stone, you can use, you can't use sand or gravel, but you know, anything that is a block that won't fall works. You're also going to need some ladders. Just a handful of them. I think this will be enough for us. You don't need torches. This is optional. This is only for me to show you what I'm doing. Oh, it's thundering outside. Just ignore that. Scary. All right, you're going to need a mine cart. You're going to need a boat. You're going to need a rail. The oak slab is optional. You may or may not need it. I mean, it's not optional. You're either going to need it or not going to need it. So I'll show you what that's all about when we get there. You're also going to need 10 obsidian, and you're going to need a flint and steel. Guess why you're going to need that? That's right. We are going to make a portal. So basically what we're going to do is we have to... Ooh, did you see that lightning? Scary. See how it rains only... It rains only on my pumpkins and melons. That's it. No rain anywhere else. Only the pumpkins and melons because they need the water. Alright, so we're going to head to the nether. Let this thunderstorm pass us by. And I will see you when we get to the nether. Alright, here we are in the nether. And if you notice, this is our portal to our desert town portal. And our other portal is off in the distance right over there. And all I did since we made it was I kind of widened the path a little bit. And I put a ceiling on it. So first thing we need to do is we need to get as close to bedrock as possible. And you'll see this little tunnel I made. I actually did this step beforehand just to save some time. Is all you're going to do is you're going to kind of pillar up and then leave an open spot and then either fall down and die or put a ladder and use your ladder to come on down. And that's how you make this little tunnel going all the way up. Now there are other ways to get up there. You can set the mine carts. You can look those up on YouTube. They're pretty cool. But for me, ladder works perfectly fine. Again, I don't know how permanent this will be once we get what we need to get. All right, so once you're here, once you're on top and you start seeing the bedrock everywhere, you're gonna look for a particular place, and I actually already found it. It's where is it? Oh, right over here. All right, so at 128 is the top bedrock, right? And that's this block right here. And what you need is you need two of them right next to each other. That way you can stand here and click into this little section here. And what we're going to do is we are going to put a block right underneath that section right there. So basically, if this part was bedrock, as long as these 3 blocks aren't bedrock, you're perfectly fine. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a rail and we're going to stick a rail like that. Now, if you see the way the rail is facing, I don't know if you can see that. I can probably get back in. Okay, if you see the way the rail is facing, this is where you're going to need that slab. Now, if it was facing the other way, you wouldn't actually need that slab, but in this case, we are going to need it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our slab, bring our boat down here, and we actually need to get back down. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take our minecart, and we're going to stick it there. Then we're going to take the slab and put it right above us. And what that does is it stops the minecart from moving and falling down, because we're going to get into this minecart. Okay, and next thing we're going to do is we are going to get into the minecart, and then when you shift out of it and you jump, you can jump above the bedrock. And the trick is you're going to have to try to place the boat on top of the bedrock and then get into the boat. And at that point, that's the theory anyway. So, oh, I never even placed the torches. So let's throw a torch in here. Bam, bam. Okay, so now you should be able to see. There you go. There's the wooden slab. There is the minecart and the rail. Okay, so this might take me a time or two if I can do it. And you may die. It's fine if you die. Just you made your ladder and we're right next to the portal, so just come on back. And I hope this works in 114. I really do. And I hope I can do it on the first try, because that would be really cool. All right, here we go. We're into it. Jump up. Nope, didn't do it. Okay, we're into it. Nope, we didn't do it. There we go. Bam! Look at that. I did not die. Now I can eat. And we are above the bedrock. So we get out of the boat, and you'll know that we're right here is about the place where the minecart was. And so we were kind of jumping through it, and then you click on the boat to get into the boat. like that, and that puts you above bedrock. So here we are, above bedrock. That was pretty easy. So what we're going to do now that we're above bedrock is there's only one way to get down, and that is portal. So we're going to have to make a portal just to get back down. So that I'm hoping you forgot, you remembered your obsidian here, so you can light your portal. And so if we go through the portal, we'll end up back at our little town. So that's how we're going to get in and out from above the nether. Make sure you bring food. You're going to need lots of food. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we need to go up. We need to go really far up. Probably, let's see, where are we? 128. Probably about 100 blocks up. That's what we're going to do. And we'll do it right here on the side of this portal. So we were at 128. We are going to go to, we'll make it an even 230. And there we are at 230. Alright, so now we're going to need to make a slight little platform here. That's it, just a small little platform. Just so we feel a little comfortable. Maybe we need to keep that hole there. Oops. And we'll make it one more across. Here we go. So we'll have a 4x4. Is that right? 4x5. Well, I'll make it a 5x5. Why not? Let's make this a nice even 5x5. Okay, so now we're high up. So the reason why we're doing this is we can control the spawns here. So what we're going to do is we're going to come out 10 blocks. And I didn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to do that on all sides. We're going to come out 10 blocks on all sides. So now that we came out 10 blocks on all sides, the reason why we did that is because at this point nothing can spawn around us. We are still well within the Minecraft rule that nothing can spawn within, I believe it's 14 blocks. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's 14 blocks. So now all we're going to do is we're going to connect them. Now, this doesn't have to be optimal. Again, this is just how we're going to collect some ender pearls, and you'll see how this works in a bit. I mean, technically you could just sit in the nether, run around, try to find endermen spawning, but you know, Keith's dad's lazy, so we're going to make a little farm. All right, so now that we did that, we got a little square going around us. All we're going to do is we're going to build it out a little bit. That's it. So I'm going to build it out maybe probably until I run out of blocks, to be honest. So I'll be back after I build it out. Okay, and welcome back. And look what we got going on here. Ooh. And already you'll notice as you're making it, pigmen will start spawning everywhere. Alright, so I went pretty far back. I think the number is 24. I thought it was 14, but it looks like it might be 24. By the way, you got to be careful of ghasts. Ghasts will spawn. So, you know, if you decide you want to make this out of stone and not netherrack, no, I'm not going to fight you on that. Might be better to go with stone. But since this is only going to be temporary, we should be pretty good to go. So the other thing you're going to need to do once you get it all the way across is you're going to need some trapdoors, which I forgot, but you know, I'm pretty sure I put a note at the very beginning when we collected all the materials. You're going to need 9. 1 to cover that center spot, and then 2 for every corner. And you'll see why that's important in a second. And what we are going to do is we are going to open the trapdoors. Bam, bam. Make sure we open them. So the way that this farm is going to work is we are going to make these pigmen mad at us. Yep, that's right. We're going to make the pigmen mad at us, which is going to force spawning. But the pigmen are going to fall all the way down. And then we have our blocks up here, which are only 2 high. And I did a 3x3 above us. And what we're going to do is we're going to stand here. Once all those pigmen are dead, we're going to stand here. We can equip our sword. And we'll be able to just whack at the Enderman. So we already got 2 Endermen here. So let's see. I got one pigman here, which he's probably gonna start hurting me once I start hitting him. But I'll end up getting all these pigmen here. And actually, you know what? I don't even think at this moment I don't even need to hurt you. I can just push you off. Let's just push you off. Push you off. Push you off. Bye. 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 And he's gone. Alright. So, now we have 2 Endermen here. So let's see if we can get this farm working. Here he comes. And he falls. Well, that's no good. That's no good. Okay, so we're going to actually, when time is ready, we're going to have to close up the trapdoors. And, alright, here we go. Alright, he comes across the trapdoor. Here we go. And we got one! That doesn't mean we have a really mad Enderman mad at us down there. So we don't have any pigmen anymore. And we are going to, or we don't have any Endermen anymore, so we're going to have to force some spawns. Now, here's what I like to do, actually, is we're going to actually have to block up 2 here. So let's do that. Oh, not this guy. We can leave this guy open. And this is because we are going to have a ton of gas spawns. Well, maybe not a ton, but a few. And this will at least keep us slightly protected if we hear them. Right, so anyway, we are going to, this is quite the dangerous part, because I don't have anything to throw at them at the moment, but you know what, I could probably just jump it. Alright, ready? And here we go. And here we go. Jump! And they're moving real slow. But they should all fall down. Bye bye, pigmen. There we go. Pigmen are gone. Oh, look at you. Alright, so we see a guy right there. We're gonna actually come over here. Oh, close this up. You're not gonna hit me, are you? Oh, you are. They are mad at me still. We just did a little bit of lagging. Alright, well. Oh, I see what the problem is. It's this guy over here. Okay, and we're back, and looks like we need to trigger some spawns here, so we'll walk over to this side. That should spawn a bunch on that side. This is a fantastic farm. Alrighty, so all we gotta do is close this up. We'll take a little gander at the Enderman there, and here he comes. He's taking our blocks! No miss, and then, look at that. Bam! An ender pearl. Oh, let's put some clothes on there. We got our first ender pearl. I don't want you over here. You need to. Bye. Alrighty, we'll open this back up. And ooh, look. Oh, you walked away. You walked away right when I needed you. Alright, so let's Let's do the dangerous part here. Might get a little laggy. Bam. All right. And hello. So we made a few changes here. As you can see, we went out we went out a couple more blocks out there. Changed everything to stone brick. The ghasts that were spawning were just too much. So change everything to stone brick so the ghasts, when they hit our stone, that we don't blow it up. We also changed this to glass so we could see through it. By the way, the glass texture, very nice, don't you think? Very nice. We got Endermen spawning, so I think let's try to get a. Let's see if this still works. Oh, here we go. Well, we killed them, but no ender pearl. So we'll just keep going here. All right, and there we have it. After a good farming session, we managed to pick up a, a you know gold. We got 12 ender pearls. I mean, we're looking pretty good here. You know, I think next episode I think well, you know what? Right now, why don't we grab a sign and we are going to mark this complete, if I can spell it right. Oh, and oh, you know what? We actually knocked 2 off the list, didn't we? So we got the ender pearls we need. That is also complete. So we linked the desert portal. We made the little E-man farm, which kind of sort of worked. Made a few changes to it. I may make some more changes to it and post a better tutorial on it later. We'll see. We got ourselves 12. Actually, I also have 4 in here, so we have 16 ender pearls. That should get us. That should definitely get us to the stronghold and get us to the end. That should be enough. If that's not enough, oh man, I may need to rethink what I'm doing here. But yeah, that should get us there. So tomorrow we will go find the stronghold together, and we'll head to the end, get ourselves an elytra, and then use that elytra to find some bamboo. So I think we got a lot. We got a lot to go. Oh, hey, welcome to my home. This farmer really likes to come in here. I'm not sure why he likes to come in here. He likes the smithing table. But he's a farmer. Yes, I think you need to change professions. All right, well, that does it. Thank you very much. You guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe. I like to hear all of it. Bye.